cheating. Like, dog, you're cheating. You know I'm here, just peek me. This is the MCPR-300 sniper rifle in Modern Warfare 2. It is the second highest damage dealing sniper rifle in the entire category. It only trails the XMR in damage, and surprisingly it also does more damage than the Signal 50. The best MCPR-300 class setup that I'm going to show you in today's video is a one-shot machine, and it also is the max speed build of the weapon. So I'm going to show you, as always. Before I do that, that would mean a lot to me if you consider leaving a like and subscribing on the video. But let's look at the class. Starting with this goofy little guy, we have the ignition variant of the Basilisk. Still leveling this thing up, it has the Basilisk grip laser, Bryson's snubby barrel, Bryson HTA trigger action. Tactical's a stun, lethal's a Semtex, perk package 1 is double time, battle hardened fast hands, quick fix, field upgrades are dead silence and munitions box. Finally, on to the MCPR-300, starting with the laser slot, the attachment that has no tuning, the FSS old V laser. Just a general rule of thumb, if it's a class setup that I'm making, we are going to have a laser and it is going to be aim down sight and sprint to fire speed. This is a gimme. This is almost a crutch. It's almost a necessity for any gun you're going to be building in this game. You're also getting a little bit of aiming stability. This just it's necessary for almost any weapon in this game. I'm just going to go out and say it. If you're not putting this on, I don't know what weapon you're making. I genuinely don't. Going back to the bolt, this is another attachment that has no tuning. This is the Cronin smooth bolt. You're getting rechambering speed. This is upping the fire rate. This is another issue that I kept running into with this gun particularly, along with its sprint to fire speed in tandem with its rechambering speed. It just makes the gun feel awkward. That's one of the issues with the MCPR in my opinion. It's just the gun doesn't shoot when you think it should shoot. So the sprint to fire speed and the rechambering speed are issues you need to work on fixing. This helps a little bit, but it doesn't completely solve the problem in my opinion. Right above the bolt in terms of where it's at in like the class building system, but like in terms of where it's at on the weapon, it's right below the bolt, but whatever. The rear grip, the Cronin cheetah grip is what we're talking about now. It's sprint to fire and aim down sight speed. What I just said, sprint to fire speed, is one of the issues this gun has that we're trying to remedy. Aim down sight speed too is dope, but sprint to fire speed definitely. This gun just feels awkward in a lot of situations, so we want to try to fix that as much as we can. Again, we're losing a little bit of recoil control, but it's a bolt action rifle. This gun doesn't have a lot of recoil that would matter. And then doubling down on that, we have aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed max. Going up to the stock, I'm using the FSS Merc stock. This is crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and aim down sight speed. This is just a speed stock across the board with another hit to our recoil control, but again, bolt action rifle recoil exists, question mark. I have it tuned for aim down sight speed and aiming idle stability. I will make a suggestion for this after we talk about the final attachment. And then finally for the barrel, we have the 17.5-inch Orca barrel. I don't know why it's called the Orca barrel. That's a killer whale. I guess it sounds intimidating. Sure, cool. Aim down sight speed and hip recoil control. You're losing damage range and bullet velocity and hip fire accuracy. That might sound scary for a sniper rifle, but that didn't really make a difference in any range I would notice. Again, sniper rifles in this game are pretty much always going to be one-shot kills unless you're shooting people in the ankle, and if you're shooting people in the ankle, that's not a gun issue, that's a skill issue. I have the barrel tuned for aim walking speed and aim down sight speed. If the damage range is scary, you can tune that for damage range if you want to. I don't think that's really necessary though. And we have reached our final destination on me talking about the attachments that I use. The suggestion that I mentioned earlier, if you would like to make the completely maxed out, cracked out, speed boy quickscope build of the gun, you could either take off the barrel or the stock, because those are kind of the least amount of aim down sight mobility handling attachments, and you can go down to the magazine and put on the 5-round mag, because that gives you a surprising amount of handling and mobility buff. Across the board, the 5-round magazine gives you a hella movement speed, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and reload quickness, because I did say that sprint to fire speed was this weapon's kind of fall from grace, I guess, for lack of a better term. But for me personally, I just don't really like not having those 5 bullets, because I don't have a lot of confidence in myself, I guess. I like having those 5 extra bullets in case 1, I miss, or 2, I just want to go on streaks. Whatever, but if you want to have that extra aim down sight speed, if you want to run around the map and be cracked out of your mind, the 5-round mag does have quite a big buff to your aim down sight speed and your overall speed in general. But for me, these are the 5 attachments I use in the gameplay I'm going to show you guys. This has got to be the class setup in the video that gets me into OpTic, right? You guys have got to vouch for me in the comments, lol. Hope you guys like the class setup. If you do, come back to the video and let me know in the comments if it was good or bad. If you guys like the video or just want to show support to the channel, leave a like and subscribe on the video because I do post daily to this channel. Hope you guys have a great day after the video ends. I'll talk to you guys in the next video, boys and girls of pizza.
Quick question. Should you...
But you can copy and paste that.
Target down.
Don't know.
UAV active. Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Threat in the perimeter.
Blood for blood.
UAV standing by.
Location updated. Capture the hard
Friendly VTOL on station.
hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Still ready for
Taking
start.
effect. Go, go.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Throw a grenade.
Enemy targets at the hardpoint.
Taking fire.
UAV ready to deploy.
Requesting
Threat in
recon
the perimeter.
flyover.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Locating the next hardpoint. Area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Target.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Next hardpoint. Stand by.
What's your back?
Be advised, UAV is exiting the A. Friendly UAV on station.
Throw a grenade.
Hardpoint
Holding.
relocated. Secure the
UAV standing by.
Grenade out.
Enemy UAV active.
enemy targets at the hardpoint.
What's your fire? Throw.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the
The
A.
hardpoint.
UAV
Really?
Compromised.
Go. Taking fire. Target down.
Enemy targets at the hardpoint.
Contact. Enemy trophy destroyed. Razie break.
UAV standing. UAV is
Mission compromised. We're done.
Custody.